So we got Miss Haley here. She is going to be in a pageant, and I'm just going to lightly retouch her photos. Basically, just clean up her hair, any imperfections, just to make her look super presentable for the judges. I guess this would be like an entry headshot for the pageant. And then the pageant day, they'll be all cute and dolled up, and you'll see big difference. Yep, so I'm just taking the clone tool and cleaning it up a little bit. Clean her hair up. She had a lot of flyaways. And for photographers, this is a pain in the butt. The little details, but they make the picture. They definitely make the picture. So if you're just starting out, make sure you're paying attention to detail. Clean up those edges. Um, this is where it starts. You know what I mean? You can be you can start off just basic, and as long as your picture's nice and clean, if you just you go and do things like this and just clean it up, it looks really good. And you see, I haven't really done too much, and the picture is basically starting to come to life a little bit more. Just want to make everything nice and even. I'll take that down just a little bit more. I don't like that. Let's just cut that down just a little bit. It's got a nice little peak up there. Trying to level it out so it looks more natural. That looks cool. Yeah, so I like to go behind the clone brush with the heel, because sometimes it leaves marks on your image or behind the image where just because it was trying to change um, whatever was going on with the image. So I'm gonna go behind it again. I'm gonna just hit the remove. Just these little hairs here. So I'm just taking like little strokes. I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. Sometimes Lightroom has a tendency to overblend or just make it look not natural. So the finer you can go with that brush, the better, I would think. Just trying to get those flyaways, make it look more natural. You're gonna come across so many different ways to edit if you're in photography. But the thing is just to figure out what works for you. Sometimes a lot of things take us just a lot of patience, and you gotta be patient with it. And if you get to a point where you getting frustrated, just take a break. Take a break, come back to it, watch some YouTube videos, trying to figure it out, and just go back and see where you went wrong. Try it again. It's all trial and error, man. That's all it is. Learn, keep learning. It gets easier and easier and easier. As you can see, it's starting to do this weird blending thing. I don't like that. So I like to dance between them to try to get it to even out as much as possible. And, the further we go back, it looks pretty good. So I'll leave that alone. She has some big curls in there. pretty much it, man. This is just a portrait headshot. Usually you come across people that you can have different things going on in the picture. You have to clean it up, like spots or spots on their clothes. Lightroom is a pretty strong tool. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not too bad. Like I said, I started using Lightroom, so I'm kind of like used to how to get things right. I'll go back. Little curl might have to be. That little curl might have to be our friend there. Really don't want to mess with it too much because it's her natural hair. That's it. So I'm just gonna go clean up a little bit. Clean up a little bit more on her hair. Just little rough edges that I left. I want to remove little pieces off her shoulders. And like I said, the iPads, man, iPads are like great for this because you can really get in and zoom, really clean it up. I don't want to do that one. Let's go back to the clone. Let's get these little peaks out of there. Smooth it out. Look at that. She looks like a little cutie. This is a start, this is how you get your work. This is how you learn. Your work is, you build that reputation of just having clean photos, getting rid of all the unnecessaries. And people love that. It's one of those things that this is how you build your clientele. They look forward to, like, oh man, it makes my pictures look really nice. And people like to feel good, you know what I mean? They don't want to pay for something and it's like not happy. So, me, I'll just try to figure out what my client wants and work from there. So, I'll ask them, how do you want your pictures? You like them more light or dark? Do you like retouching? You want more natural pictures? Some people just like natural pictures. Like, they like the, how I'm cleaning up now. And some people just like the super enhanced. Make you look fake and silky smooth skin and perfect lighting. But yeah, there we go. So this is pretty much it. I can zoom in to see if she's got any imperfections on her face. Really not really. She's got little freckles, which are nice. I probably can bump up. So basically, I just cleaned up. Just cleaned her face up a little bit. It's got like little spots. You can take that stuff and just clean it up. But her freckles are so nice. You see how the light's hitting her eyes, and I'll probably start doing more stuff to where you can see me edit from taking the pictures to on the computer. So I would definitely enjoy to start doing more of that. Just want to make sure my light's right on here. Excuse me, burping bad. So you can see as I'm playing with the exposure, picture's already bright. Really doesn't need too much. But I just like to, your eyes as a photographer, you can see like the picture come to life. And I look for that in each picture that I edit. And I like to play around with different, tones and textures just to see what pictures what edits make her look more alive. So I like shadows is one of my favorite ones because it bumps up like hair tones, lightens the skin. Basically, shadow kind of brings the picture to life, which is pretty cool. Contrast is a little bit more on the darker side. If you need more darkish tones, contrast in your pictures, you want to bump that contrast up. Usually I don't play too much with contrast because I like my lighting and the tones are pretty spot on most of the time. But I do like to do color and saturation for people that are really really light skin and they just need a little color pop. So I'll just bump that up just a little bit, bump that vibrance up just to make her skin tones and everything look nice and vibrant. She's got like a little glow, and texture and clarity, which is also I like. This will help bring out her freckles a little bit, but you don't want to do too much clarity or texture because it'll start to darken your picture. Texture, however, is pretty good. I like to use texture. In the vignette, usually people can do like that, but I'm just leave it natural. It looks pretty good. And I like to just sharpen just a little bit more. And like I said, I use the Canon R5 and the 50mm 1.2, and those are just amazing combination. So right now I'm going into the brush. My brush is pretty big, you see down here. So I just want to go down to size just a little bit so I can get the background. Usually I like, if my background's a little weird, I'll just go in and I'll paint the background. Paint the background just to make it a little bit lighter. Another trick here, guys. This is a trick. I don't know how many people actually know. I never really seen it done. But I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to do it. This just is my way. This is what I learned. And if you like it, like it. If you don't, you don't. You don't have to say anything or to tell me that you don't like it or whatever, but just check it out. Alright, so I go into my effects. I'll take the textures all the way down, the clarity all the way down. And I can take the dehaze, and I like to just lighten that picture up, especially if it's a little dark. Dehaze that thing, lighten that thing up a little bit. And I can take the exposure out just a little bit more. And it's just a little bit more clean, which is what I like. And I'll play around with stuff just to see what happens, if I like those tones or not. That's pretty much it. Zoom in on her chiclets here to see if there's anything else I can do to kind of fix it up. She's got a little yellow in there, just a little. So I'll go back and we'll just heal that up. We'll see how it looks when we zoom back. I don't like that. So this is what I like about you can just go back if you don't like it, and I'll just clean like that. I'll pick another part of her tooth and then I'll heal it. I should blend it like so, and I'll just do that until I get what I want, which is very good. Let's see if we can remove that little piece up there. Yeah, just like to clean it up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Nobody's perfect. Got a little lip gloss popping. That's it, man. Probably spent way more time than what I needed to on this, but just for tutorial purposes and how to use different tools in Lightroom, definitely very useful. There is a whitening, I guess like a preset that you can put on. So, but you can see how it's just starting to do ridiculous things that I don't really care too much for. Like, just take it out, heal it up, and that's it. So yeah, That's pretty much all. As you see, she is looking pretty good. Alright, so you can see the before picture just by holding down and the after. How cute is that? She is so cute. Oh my god. Yeah. So basically, I mean, if you guys don't really know, you can go into your settings, copy the settings, and I like to do this, especially if you have a lot of pictures to go through. If if you've done like a wedding or something like that, you can just copy and paste, so you can get your settings that you had. As you can see, this picture is just a little bit on the darker side. So what I'll do here is I'll bump that shadow up a little bit, and exposure. And I like it, looks perfect. Her eyes look amazing. So yeah, so let's go back here and start to chip away at her hair again. And that's basically it, guys. Easy way to edit, just basic photos. And Lightroom is great for this, especially on your phone. You can take pictures and be out somewhere, and you can quickly fix somebody's pictures and send it right back to them. Or you can do like a mass edits. But Lightroom is good. It's starting to become more powerful, which I like. Being as I've been using Photoshop for just about everything now. I mean, yeah, Photoshop is crazy, but it's like the little brother to Photoshop. And then I'll take you guys on my basic tutorial through Photoshop, and I'll show you how I edit on Photoshop, because Photoshop was hard for me at first, but now it's like, man, I rather just put every picture on Photoshop and redo it. This is giving me a hard time here. Get out the way, boy. So I might have to just go a little bit smaller with the brush until I get it how I want it. Just to get those little frays out the way. And as you can see, man, just touching up little things on the picture goes a long way. And loose hair is just one of those things. Those little frays, you can really clean those up every time. For any picture that you do, it should be one of your first edits to take care of, is those loose hairs. They stick out the worst. I mean, everything else you can kind of just take your time and go through it. But just getting those out the way, especially in Lightroom, hitting them with the brush, clean it up. She looks so mature. She's only 12 years old, guys. She did a really good job. Just want to flatten that out just a little bit more. Just a little bit. And you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, at Lucky Shot Pics. My name is Wayne. I'm based out of New Jersey, small town New Jersey. So I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and it's become something that I really, really enjoy to do. If I'm not doing something with the camera, I feel like I'm wasting time. There's always opportunities out here to capture and create something. Even if you just go outside, man, in your backyard, and see what you can do. There's a lot of different apps out here nowadays. I've been trying different apps. And it just looks super cool. Everything could look super cool. Like, I've taken pictures of like just little bees and dragonflies, hummingbirds. I'm just doing stuff in my yard just to attract the birds and all kind of stuff. So when I'm bored, I can just go right outside and sit on my little stoop and catch all the nice little living things around. It's pretty cool. Let's see what that looks like. Let's get that out of there. We're going to remove that. I always want to see because that little curl is just crazy. It's taking her line back. Take that line back, boy. And again, you just wanted to try to be as natural as you possibly can. It's starting to look a little weird. And it wants to take it away. Let's go back. What does that? Little cowlick curl in there. Better. And we'll go to remove again. She's got like a lot of little loose ends in there. We'll just clean those up real quick. I could do all different kinds of stuff in these. I can do a lot of different things in here, man. Like, I don't know. I really don't see too much on. I really don't see too much in Lightroom people editing. Most of the edits happen in Photoshop. There's other apps out there I really haven't tried yet, but Lightroom, you can, for basic edits, you can just about do just about anything to the picture. And I'll show you just some capabilities that you might have in just a second here. I just took away one of her little freckles. I just want to clean up as much as I can. Make her little face clean. Remove boogies. Smooth out the teeth a little bit. It likes to pick up from whatever's close. Sometimes zooming in helps. The remove tool isn't really good on clothes. Sometimes it leaves like a weird print, or looks like a stain. But that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna just go back to show you guys what I mean by like the extra stuff that you can do. So, you got somebody's eyes, right? She got purple in her eyes. You got the eyes. You can take down. Go into the brush tool here. And I usually like to get down to the size, so you can color that in. And here you can change all different kind of things, man. You can change the eye color. You don't want to paint over the whites. The whites are the flash, and the flash are the keys, man. That makes the picture come alive. So I like to just go into the eyeballs. And there, I just went over the white. I shouldn't have. So yeah, you can just go in there and touch it up just a little bit. And her eyes were like a hazel. So you can go into the color, right? You can lighten those eyes up. See how those eyes lighten up? Lighten them up, take them down. You can change the color of them. Make them more green. Right? But there's just some. I mean, there's some you can do a lot in Photoshop, and but Lightroom has some tools too that you can use. But like I said, I just like to keep hers more natural. Yeah, it's a nice natural picture, and that's pretty much it, guys. And I'll just go through the rest of her images. She picked out a few different headshots, so I'll edit the ones that I like the most. I'm gonna just take this one, because that one's just like that one. We're gonna move that back to her album, because we don't need that one, right? Yep, and then you can zoom it up like that. So these are the two I did. This one is a little bit more lighter background. This one's more color tone. And you see the before and the after. Just brings it to life. So I'll be working on these, and I will post these also once I finish, so you guys can see what I did. So thanks again for tuning in. Lucky Shot Pics, man. Follow me on Instagram. Lucky_shot_pics_. Facebook, Lucky Shot Pics. Hit me up. You guys got any questions or comments, man, or easier ways to do this thing. So, but yeah, we'll catch you next time. Stay tuned. Peace.